Hi everyone. This is my first Facebook Live video that I have done on my ministry page. And also my kids are home from school today. So there's that. So this could be interesting. I have threatened them with their lives. They're upstairs. I said, just leave me alone for a few minutes while I do this Facebook Live video, and then we'll eat lunch. So hopefully they are going to give us a few uninterrupted minutes to talk about how you can support a friend with cancer during the holidays. And I know that you guys know this, but cancer does not take a break during the holiday season. And your friend with cancer is going to continue to have needs throughout Thanksgiving and throughout Christmas, and everyone's going to be busy. Y'all, I get it. I looked at my December calendar last night, and I thought I might hyperventilate. It's so crazy. And I know you guys are probably feeling the same way. But your friend is going to have unique needs because of the holidays, and she's going to need you to be there for her. So today I'm going to share 3 tips, 3 things that I want you to keep in mind, and then I'm going to give you a disclaimer at the end. And so if you start to feel overwhelmed while I'm talking, just hang in there with me, okay? And we're going to work through this together, all right? So the first thing that I want you guys to think about is to consider helping her out with those holiday-related tasks. And this is something that my friends did for me so well. 6 years ago, during the holidays, I was getting chemotherapy for a rare cancer called angiosarcoma, and I was just wiped out. So my friends, they called themselves my little elves. They came as a group and decorated my house for Christmas. So I was laying in bed, wiped out, and they were out in my living room putting up my decorations. So that was something that was really helpful. And one thing that I really appreciated about how they did that was that they asked me, is there something specific with your decorations that you guys want to do as a family that we should leave for you to do? And actually there was something. We love to put the ornaments on the tree. See behind me? We just did it this morning, the kids and I. I buy them ornaments every year, and it's a special time that when we put the ornaments on the tree, and oh, this one's yours, and oh, remember the year you got this, or we got this one on a family vacation. And that was the one thing that, despite my lack of energy, I really wanted to do that with my kids that year. So my friends put up all the other decorations, they put up the tree, they got it all ready, but they left the ornaments for us. So ask your friend, if you're going to go decorate, get a group of people together, bring someone with you who knows how to make things look cute. Okay, that person is not me. I don't know how to do that. If I was going to do this for someone, I would take my friend Allison because she knows how to make things look pretty. So take a friend who knows how to make things look good, go decorate her house, but ask her, hey, is there something we should leave for you guys? The other thing to keep in mind about this is to let your friend know we're going to come back in January and take all this down. And then make a note on your calendar, be sure to do it, show back up, take the decorations down for her. She will really appreciate that. That's something that my friends did, and it was so great. So some other holiday related tasks that you might consider helping out with would be shopping and gift wrapping. Now, I know that that is going to sound overwhelming because you're thinking, okay, hey, I've got to do my shopping and my gift wrapping too, and I hear you. So there's some things you can do. As you're doing your shopping, just pick up some things for her. Text her and say, hey, this week I'm going to be hitting Target and the mall. Is there anything I could pick up for you as far as Christmas gifts go? Or if she feels up to it, you could pick her up and take her with you because she may feel overwhelmed by walking from the parking lot and walking around a lot of different stores, but you could pick her up and you can drop her off at the door while you go park the car. And then if she gets tired, you could run into a couple more stores while she sits in the car. So you could take her with you. You can be getting your shopping done and helping her out at the same time without having to spend a lot of extra time. The same is true with the gift wrapping. I would just consider her condition and consider what she's going through right now and just ask some questions. Say, hey, would it be helpful if I came to pick up some gifts and gift wrap them at my house and brought them back to you? And maybe you decide you're just going to spend an hour or 2 hours wrapping her Christmas gifts for her. Or she might want to be involved, but she just feels overwhelmed by how much there is to do. But if you show up with some hot chocolate and a fun movie and a bunch of gift wrap and scotch tape, and you guys just tackle her gifts together, you could get it done in half the time. And the one thing that I would think about with the gift wrapping, however you do it, is make sure that she's the one to write the names on the tags, because that could be really hard with all that her family is going through if on Christmas morning they see a stranger's handwriting on the tags. So that's one thing I would recommend. If you're going to help with gift wrapping, make sure that you have her write the names on the tags somehow. All right, one more thing before we move on to the second tip when it comes to holiday related tasks. Okay, I think we're back. We had a little snafu there with my Wi-Fi. I think we're back now. So if your friend has school-age kids or preschool-age kids and they're going to have a holiday party at school, I don't know if her kids are like mine, but my kids always want to know, what is it that we're bringing to the holiday party at school? They want to be contributing something. They want to know that something there is what they brought. And so when I was going through chemotherapy, my friend Lynette was dropping off and picking up my kids from preschool. And she just went ahead and signed up for something on the list for the Christmas party. And she said, hey, you're bringing paper plates to the Christmas party. I'm going to pick them up at Walmart, and then I'm going to drop them off at school the day of the Christmas party. So I didn't have to worry about it at all, but my kids knew that they had contributed something to the party, and they were really excited about that. So that's just one more tip to keep in mind if she's got school-age kids. And that's something that you can do while you're picking up whatever you're bringing to the party. Just pick up something for her kids to bring as well. Okay, so that's our first tip, is to help with holiday-related tasks. And if you're just joining us, we are talking about how you can support your friend with cancer through the holidays. And the first thing was helping with tasks like decorating our house, helping with shopping and gift wrapping and things like that. The second thing that you need to know about supporting your friend through the holidays is this. She is probably having mixed emotions about this holiday season. Whether she is fighting cancer right now or whether she just finished treatment and now she's trying to navigate life as a survivor, and maybe this is her first holiday season since being diagnosed with cancer, there's probably some mixed emotions that you need to be sensitive to. I know the year that I had cancer during the holidays, I missed out on a lot. Because of my treatment, I needed a blood transfusion the morning of my preschooler's Christmas program at school. And y'all, I was devastated. That was probably one of the biggest meltdowns that I had throughout the time that I was going through cancer, was the day that they told me I was going to have to miss that preschool program. It was just really hard to not be there for those things. And then a few weeks later, I actually needed another blood transfusion on Christmas Eve day. And instead of going to my in-laws' house to celebrate with them and with my kids and my husband, I was at the hospital getting a blood transfusion. So having cancer during the holidays is a bummer. It might be that there's financial strain because of medical bills and their family isn't able to travel, or because of her treatment schedule, they're not able to travel to be with family. So just be aware that the holidays may be a hard time for her. It also can bring to surface a lot of the fears that we have as a cancer fighter or a cancer survivor. It's hard when you're going through cancer at the holidays not to wonder if this is your last holiday season with your family. And that is a hard thing. And that was something that I struggled with, not only the holiday that I had cancer, but also for a few more years after that. I would get out the Christmas decorations and I would put them up and I would wonder, am I going to be the one to do this next year? Am I still going to be here? Or is this my last Christmas with my family? And it's hard to know how to walk through that. Like, what if this is the last Christmas that I have with my family? And imagining what that could be like for them the next year if you're not there. And every year I would pack up the decorations and I would just beg the Lord, please, Lord, let me be the one to get these out next year. And every year I've been the one, and I always thank him when I get out the Christmas decorations that he's preserved my life and I have another Christmas with my family. But in those early years of survivorship, or if she's going through it right now, that is a fear that's probably going to be in the back of her mind at some point. Depending on her situation, it may not be something she's thinking about a lot, but it may be something that's crossing her mind. So you may wonder, okay, so my friend is having these mixed feelings about the holidays. How can I help with that? Well, here's what you can do. You can ask open-ended questions, and then you just listen to her answer. So you might say to her, how are the holidays feeling to you this year? Or you might say, hey, are the holidays feeling different because of what you're going through with your health? Just ask a question, and she may just say, oh, no, they're great. And it may be that they are great. She may not be feeling scared. She may not be feeling sad. She may just be feeling happy that day. Or you may not be the person that she's going to open up to about that, and that's okay too. but give her the opportunity to talk about it and not just gloss over it and assume that everything is rosy and happy. Okay, so you're going to consider helping with holiday-related tasks. That was tip number 1. Tip number 2, recognize her mixed emotions that she might have about the holiday. And then our last thing that I want you to keep in mind is to keep the meals coming. So if your friend is currently going through treatment, or if she's recovering from surgery or something like that, I hope that there is already a meal calendar for her. And if not, that might be something that you need to ask if they can get going, or maybe her church needs to help with that. A group of friends can maybe step in together. But the thing with a meal calendar during the holidays is that there tend to be gaps. And you might see that people are not signing up for meals because everyone's busy, right? We're all just juggling all those holiday balls in the air and trying to get through and not forget something. And everyone's getting overwhelmed. And so check her meal calendar, see if there are holes, and just find out, like maybe they're going out of town, or maybe her parents are coming into town and they're going to be feeding them for a few days. But that also might not be the case. They may need meals the week of Christmas. They may need meals between Christmas and New Year's, and people are going to be out of town. So you might have to get creative about that because you might be out of town too. So here's some ideas. The first thing that I would say would be to consider making some meals that she could stick in her freezer. And maybe just look at your meal plan for next week, or if you don't have one, make one. Plan out what you're going to make and just pick one meal that you could easily double and package up to put in her freezer. And maybe you recruit 3 or 4 friends to do the same thing. Sometime in the next couple of weeks, between now and mid-December, you guys are each going to double one meal and put it in her freezer. And that way she could have some freezer meals to get her through the week of Christmas if she needs them. Another way you can handle this is to gather a bunch of friends, say, hey, let's all chip in 10 or 20 bucks, and I'm going to go get some gift cards for takeout. And so if you could even combine a couple of freezer meals with a couple of gift cards for takeout, then you guys can get them through that last part of December when people might not be signing up to bring them meals. So those are the 3 tips, okay? Helping out with holiday-related tasks, recognizing her mixed emotions, and then keeping the meals coming, even if you have to get creative about it. All right, so at this point, I have probably stressed you out, right? Because we all are feeling a little overwhelmed in the holiday season. I know that I am for sure. Don't hate me because I have my Christmas tree up already. We just did it this morning and last night because I love Christmas decorations, but I still have a ton to do, and I'm sure that you do too. So here's the most important thing I'm going to say in this video. You are not going to do all of these things for your friend, okay? You are not going to do all of the things that I've mentioned. You are not going to decorate her house and do her Christmas shopping and wrap the gifts and listen every time she needs emotional support and bring her a meal every other day through the month of December. You're just not going to do it. You're not going to be able to. So maybe just pick one thing, and if you've joined us partway through the video, you can go back to the beginning and listen. But pick one thing that I said and you thought, oh, that would be a good thing for me to do, or oh, I have time to do that. And just consider your relationship with her. You may be her go-to person for emotional support, and your primary role is going to be that you're going to listen as she struggles through, how do I walk through Christmas with cancer? This is hard. I hate this. Like, I need someone to talk to about this. That might be you. Or you might be more of an acquaintance, more of an outer circle friend, and you're going to be the person who's going to get together with some other moms from school and say, hey, let's all double a meal and stock our freezer for the month of December. That might be your role. So just pick one thing, maybe pick 2 things depending on how much time you have and how close you are to the person who's going through cancer. But just remember, you're not going to do all of this. You're just going to do some of it. And then we can trust the Lord. He's going to take care of her needs. That's the best part about this, is that the Lord knows what she needs. He's going to bring people to meet those needs. And maybe you even want to share this video. If you have a group of friends that you're all trying to support someone who's going through cancer, you can share this video and say, hey, let's all kind of pick a thing that we can do to support our friend as she's walking through this difficult holiday. So that is it for our Facebook Live video today. If you have any questions, in case you can't tell, this is a topic that I'm really passionate about. I want every woman walking through cancer to have the same kind of amazing support that I had 6 years ago. So if you have any questions, you can leave a comment on this video, or if you want to ask it privately, you can send me a message and I will definitely respond if there's anything that I can help you with as you seek to support your friend. So I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving and have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.